years. I'm about to pass out, actually. Oh.
I think that's enough of that for now. You're quite fond of this show, aren't you? Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room. This place must be starting to feel like home to you. Don't worry. Try and get you out of here eventually. Just in here. Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax and we'll get started in a moment. Right, Mr. Asian, now are you ready? Just hit record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready. This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander, leading, and in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian. As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident. In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination. These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. James, it's time to remember. Your mind, it's like a conscious black box. It can show you your memories. Look into it. In your most recent episode, you recalled a false memory of a remote weather station. You were isolated from the rest of the world, locked inside your coma. We interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything really to bring you back. People needed answers, James. Do you remember?
I have another signal here for you, James. It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. Gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. Gotta see this. This is 20F.
Report.
12, 19, 86, 23,
Whoa.
04. Type in the numbers, James. Gotta
Wilson Police Department Road Traffic Accident
20F.
Report File.
12, 19, 86, 23,
20F is a fatal accident.
Gotta see this.
A white station wagon.
12.
Charles Hennings slammed into us
23.
and died.
04.
Or maybe we slammed into him.
Type in the numbers, James. Got it.
Arrived on scene to discover 2 cars that had been involved in a near head-on collision. Mr. Aitchen found lying down outside his vehicle with head injuries. An ambulance was immediately called. His passenger was trapped in the vehicle in critical condition from wounds sustained in the collision. The driver of the blue sedan, Mr. Hennings, was found dead on arrival. It was noticed there was a strong smell of whiskey from the driver and an empty whiskey bottle on the passenger seat. Mr. Aitchen was questioned on scene. He described an oncoming blue sedan being clearly out of control, which he swerved to avoid. Mr. Aitchen's passenger was his sister. The driver of the blue sedan is an ex-police officer of 20 years. Huh. Wait, what? Oh. Is that, like, is the code in there somewhere? Report. Can we put on a different microfilm? Uh-oh. Yeah, there's like no more. Okay, so it has to be somewhere in here then. Maybe it's the circles? 20F fatal accident? Oh, 20F space fatal accident in all caps. Yep, okay, cool. Perfect. Empty, whiskey, and out of control.
Find the signal, James. Listen to the voices. You have to face it, James. Finally.
It's not like it, at all. I've worked with Officer Hennings for 6 years and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband, he was fine. No way he caused this. It's him, this Haitian guy. He's got something to hide.
What the hell? You step out into the hospital ward, only it seems abandoned. Your vision is blurry. You tense up. Someone else is here.
Today was the first session with Mr. James Aitchen. Although I fear it will certainly not be his last. When asked about events that have happened in the past, he confused fact and fiction and told us a story about a computer game. that was talking to him. I think he was back at his own house, his mum and dad's house, and he always talked about a room with a red X, one he couldn't get in. I don't know what any of this means or what it's got to do with the accident, but I guess some more sessions will maybe reveal that. We're going to try again tomorrow.
You grab the keys from the table. They weigh heavy in your hands.
We found him lying there sobbing while his sister died in the car next to him, while Hennings died next to him. What the fuck was he thinking? She was still alive when we got to her. If he'd have done something, they could all still be here.
What? Squeak, squeak. You only caught a glimpse of the room. You guess that's why there are no details here. Oh.
You honestly believe that Hennings was drunk at the wheel, and not this little shit? If he wakes up, when he wakes up, I want answers. Until then, you handle it. You write it up. I'm out.
You spent most waking moments in here. The only video they have, some horror compilation, trash. That's pretty rude. Another door you never opened. You don't know what's in there. The waiting area is dark, but you feel a presence right behind you. Someone breathes on your neck, standing over you? I don't like this, man. This is creepy. This is some creepy shit. You feel dread in the pit of your stomach?
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward. The other passengers died in the accident. I'm getting no pulse. Prepare for defib. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules. Come on, 100 joules. Charge amp full to 10. Come on.
100 joules and... Oh, wait. Do what? Oh, amp charge to 10. What else do I have to do? What else do I have to do?
Can we get this on the screen, please?
Oh. The hell? There we go.
Clear. No reaction from first stage. Let's try higher. 200 joules. Keep the amp charge at 10. $200 joules. Keep the charge at 10. Let's go. Clear. Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again. 360, charge full. Come on, 360, hurry. Clear. Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse. Rhythm is stable. We need to run an X-ray right away. Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
Trying to remember how to X-ray. That's a laser. That's on X-ray. Can we turn this stuff off?
Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation. Switch on a drill, please.
Ew.
The drill, please. Mr. Asian, you've made excellent progress. You're doing great. We need you to stay calm and try to relax while we go through these next steps. We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
Oh, dude, that was not cool. That was not cool. That was not... Oh, Jesus, hi. Oh. Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mom, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room as usual. You don't recognize a soul. The room is full of chatty strangers, mostly friends of Mom and Dad. There's a door to the hall. You push through the crowd into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever, only this time folks have put a great big banner up across the main wall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. Bon voyage, James. Finally, not the family disappointment. As much as you'd love to, you'd promise you'd stay downstairs with the party. A drink? You aren't drinking someone else's drink. Get your own. Get your own drink. You aren't drinking... Well, I said get your own. Look around. Same as ever. Stairs, door to the living room, and door to the kitchen. They say all the best parties are in the kitchen. The kitchen is full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table, and the party is in full swing. Dad has cooked a hog roast, which sits proudly on the table, although no one is eating it. There's a utility room and writing on the wall. Also, Jen is here signaling you. Okay. She's too far away and the room is too loud. Go to Jennifer. You push through, apologizing over and over to get to Jennifer. You hug. You're going to miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks if you're enjoying the party. You tell her it's great, even though you don't really know anyone. She tells you to enjoy it anyway and to loosen up. She asks that you get her a drink. You pour Jen a drink and one for yourself too. There's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asks if you have everything sorted for the big trip. Yes. You tell her yes, that you have packed everything with plenty of room to spare. Another hug. Your family has recently gone out of their way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective and maybe not F up so much. She's gonna miss you. You're gonna miss her. She walks away. Jen has disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nodding and smiling at the approving faces. There's so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. But first, a drink. You pour and down another drink. Anything to move the night along. Oh no. Are we getting drunk before we get in the car? I wonder if we're the cause of the accident. Drink. Oh. look at writing on the wall. Weird. Go to utility room. You open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys, ceiling to floor racks. A collector, though, he does actually drink them too. There's a bottle with a ribbon around it on a card. Oh no, is it a whiskey bottle? You pick up the whiskey and the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You've earned this. It's a bottle of 25-year-old double malt. You shouldn't really, but you have to try it. With your whiskey in hand, you take in the room about you. There must be hundreds, no thousands of pounds worth of drink in here. You really must thank your dad for the whiskey. Thank Dad? Okay. Drink. Whiskey. You take a swig. It's probably the best, strongest you've tasted ever. Just wow. No? I can't go back? You head back into the kitchen, clutching your new best friend. You stumble out of the utility room and back into the kitchen. That is one strong whiskey. You take another swig and give the thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. A few bumps and laughs on the way through and you make it to the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen. Covered in blood. Jen. She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. What? Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with tears. What? I'm sorry, I don't understand. What? I'm sorry, I don't understand. What? I'm sorry, I don't understand. What? What?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I am so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
That's everything we needed to hear right there. Gotta find the car keys. You're sure your keys are in the living room. Living room has a much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat on chairs having civilized conversation. There's a coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mom is pouring a drink at the drinks cabinet. Coffee table at drinks cabinet. One of the chairs is overflowing with jackets and coats. For my jacket? You search through all the jackets and coats until you find yours. Aha, car keys in the pocket. You grab both. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She has work in the morning and no one else in any fit state to drive. You can handle it though. You know the road like the back of your hand, don't you? Fine, giving her a ride. Go outside. The cold air hits you. You're glad you have your jacket with you. There's a dusting of snow around you as you step down from the porch. The yard extends around the back of the house, and the car sits at the front of the house. Give Jen the keys. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Yeah, no kidding. Open car door. You fumble with the car handle, confused, until Jen tells you to maybe use the key in your hand. Oh, man. Man, this is dark. The car is freezing. As you fumble around with your seatbelt, your sister opens up a car glove box and hands you a note with a key that was inside. She tells you it's for when you return. The note is from your dad and reads, "Hi, son. Hope you enjoy your break. You'll need to fire up the generator around back to get power and lights on. Also, found something in the attic for you. It's in your room. Enjoy." Let Jen drive. The car doesn't move, given the engine isn't actually on. It's like you've never driven before. I wish there was some way to get out of this. I really do. Oh my god, really? How at this point, Jen, do you not understand he is drunk? Like... Ugh, man.
You're all over the place, James. Pull over.
Jen is hitting your arm and yelling at you, crazy sister. Strange. There's a set of headlights coming directly at you, but really slow, like slow motion. You try to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There's no way to control it. The light merges with your car. The outside joins the inside.
James,
the
for
whole
fuck's
world
sake,
around you
pull
begins
over.
to stream.
James!
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, your parents, yourself. And then you made it worse. Go on. Show us what you did.
Yourself from the seat and gravity takes over as you slump onto the roof of the car. You squeeze through the wreckage and fall to your knees on the ground next to your vehicle. Every breath brings pain to your chest. Your head is throbbing. A blue car is smashed into the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You are standing holding your whiskey and your dad's note, and flashing lights are approaching at the distance. Rescue Jen. Other car. The hazard lights are blinking and fumes are rising from the engine. Through the smashed window you can see the motionless driver. With the lights approaching closer, you begin to hear the shrill of their sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle and remove your connection with the whiskey. You then very deliberately spill the remainder of the bottle's contents onto the driver, and you toss the incriminating evidence onto the passenger seat. Damn. Damn. A circle of flashing lights surrounds you, illuminating the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people, all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. The silhouette is a police officer and in uniform. He beckons you to approach. As you approach, the pulsating lights around you get dimmer and dimmer while the pain in your head increases.
I know you're tearing yourself apart over it. But no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor man, me, you have to remember. It was all your fault. I know what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man. You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives. And then you couldn't even take responsibility. You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it. Say it, James. Say it. Tell them. Listen to yourself.
He's gonna sit down and say, it was all my fault.
It has to end, James. Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Haitian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect they'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wow. Wow. I gotta admit, I really enjoyed this game. But full honesty here, I kinda was hoping it was gonna be about aliens. When I realized what was going on, I was kinda like, oh, it's just a car crash. Oh, there's not really aliens. Oh. Like, don't get me wrong, that was really cool, but I was really digging that whole alien thing going on. So, that's too bad. That's too bad. But still, that was really cool. That was a really cool experience, and thank you guys for being here for it.